Welcome, everybody, to Disturbed and Confused. I am your host, Michelle Asta, with my other host, Mr. Frank Oso.
Thank you.
Frankie
Pleasure to be back.
Soso, as I call him.
Thanks, Jackie Martling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He's my boy. He gave me that information. I love it. Guy's witty, man. You know, he's coming back next week.
Is it next week, really?
Next week, he's back.
Oh, my God, I can't wait.
Jackie
that was
the
great.
Jack,
That was on,
man.
speaking of him, we re-aired that last week.
Yes.
You weren't on.
That's why I planned that.
Yes, well played.
So we are at episode number
41?
42.
42.
Last week should have been 42, but I was under the weather, so we skipped over 42.
So 42.
So tonight we have a really special. Not only is he a friend, but he's a guest.
Yeah.
Joining us. Don't be looking around. You see this whole spread? I made all this for you. We have Ray Cacavalli in the house tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am so honored.
Pleasure to have
you. You're honored. We're honored.
I mean, look at this stuff. Everything I love.
I made all that for you.
You are amazing, Michelle. Thank you so much.
I know.
Amazing. Absolutely. I can't wait to dig in.
Except I had to put cheddar cheese instead of provolone because you know what happened last time I put provolone in the studio?
No, what happened?
It took me like 4 days to get the smell out.
Really?
Like it smelled really bad.
Oh, afterward?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was a good quality provolone. So when that's sitting here, even for just an hour, like it just permeates
Might have
into
been worth
everything.
it. Might have been
Oh my God, listen.
I
would have dealt with it, but in close quarters, the smell can become a little strong.
What's that cheese that's like this horrible, like people run away from? Is it not Munster?
No, that doesn't really have much of an odor.
Oh, okay. I remember.
I don't run away from any cheese.
Yeah. No,
I don't either.
That is an Italian.
Feet cheese?
The only cheese is the one with the worms in it. That you got to scrape that Sicilian cheese. You got to scrape. That I've never tried.
If anybody knows it, I saw it.
Oh, hey guys, we have Karen Delicave, my bestie. Hello, girl. Ann Rothney. Hello, Dollface. Dominic Piano.
That's my uncle.
He calls you Guppy.
He calls me Guppy because of Sharky.
Uncle Dominic.
Maybe my goal is to one day make it up to Goldfish, Uncle Dominic. If you give me that blessing.
That's great that Dominic's watching. Yes, we've been chatting him
all the way from Florida.
Wow, where in Florida?
He just recently moved. I think he's in Hermondo Beach now.
Nice.
He just recently moved. Unfortunately, Uncle Dominic lost his wife recently.
Oh, I'm sorry,
and Marianne, she was amazing. And I know they're having a tough time being Mother's Day is coming up. It's his daughter's first Mother's Day and his first Mother's Day without their beloved Marianne. And my heart goes out to you, Dominic. Really, to you and the family.
We're sending prayers and love to all of you.
Yes.
Oh, that's a rough one.
It is. It's very tough.
I know. I get it.
So he moved closer to be near his daughters, and I think he's in Armando Beach now. If Armando Beach, I'm not sure.
Any city in Florida, you can't go.
Yeah, you can't go
right now. Yeah.
We have Bruno Coppola saying hello.
What's up, Bruno?
Who else? Jenna Marie. I wonder who that is.
I wonder. That
Ray's beautiful wife. Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
Oh. Your wife, okay.
Jenna Marie.
My wife. Uncle Dominic is actually her mother's brother.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's one of 12. My wife's mother is one of 12.
Yeah, my dad's one of 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's old school.
So, Ray, we have a lot to talk about tonight, and I would love to just dig right in if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Yeah,
okay.
Hit away.
So, for all of you that don't know, Ray Cacavalli, his grandfather was a top soldier in the Genovese family.
Yes, he was.
And Ray has some incredible stories. I have some pictures I'm going to show in a little while. And we're just going to get right into this interview. And Jenna's saying, Uncle Dominic, we love you. Yes, we do. And Frank Carrera's watching too.
Frankie
Boy.
What's up?
Frankie, brother.
Good guy, Frank.
I wore the Met shirt for you, brother.
Go Mets.
I was going to say something about the shirt. But,
So before we get started, we do this little thing where we do birthday shout outs, and that's Frankie Boy's job over here.
Yeah.
So why don't you get on the birthday shout outs?
May 4th. Happy birthday. Really quick. Michael Wallace, Thomas Purnell, and need semen. Which I don't. Susan
I
charges.
just got that. It took me a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
My face red? Is my face really red? I make these up. He has no idea. Go ahead. Go on.
Susan Charles. Bob Maddock. Dixon Cedar. Okay. I think I read that wrong.
What does it say?
Dixon Cedar?
Yeah,
Was it
you
Cider?
read it wrong. Cider.
Smart
Yeah.
Alec.
Dixon
Mary
cider.
Tollins. Lisa Roberts. Harry P. Nuss. Of course. Joey Staller. Holden McCork.
You said that one wrong.
No.
Go on.
Deborah McAllister.
Who's more red, me or Frank?
I'm used to
I'm
it by now.
sweating. I am dying right now.
Hugh Jass.
Huge ass.
Congratulations. Happy birthday, Hugh.
You.
Steve Lassiter. And happy birthday to two big singers in the music industry.
Who?
Randy Travis.
Oh, happy birthday.
And your
Randy.
favorite, Lance Bass.
You missed one.
My favorite.
Mike Oxlong.
Oh my goodness.
He said it, not me.
That's okay. That's okay.
Happy
Listen,
birthday, all.
Happy
Whether they're watching
birthday,
or not.
everyone. Yeah, whether they're watching. Yeah, I doubt it. but- so it's also today. We also celebrate, Ray, the national holidays. Every day is a
Oh,
different
yeah.
national holiday. You know what today
No.
is? National Orange Juice Day.
Oh.
I thought it was May the 4th.
It's that too. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo.
I love orange juice.
Are you doing anything special?
No, May the 4th.
Be with you?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all over social media.
I'm blonde, not that blonde. So I have a little history on orange juice I like to go over because it's actually kind of interesting. So I'm going to be quick about this because we really have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
In the 1920s, OJ was a luxury item, orange juice, not OJ Simpson, orange juice. Luxury item. It was only had when in season and fresh squeezed only. And then it was propelled by a celebrity-driven campaign stating all of its health benefits. Okay. Orange juice began to be sold across all of America because the farmers grew so many oranges, they didn't know what to do with them. There was just way too much fruit going on. So they started canning orange juice to be sold all over. It was pitched as a cure-all for general lethargy, sex drive,
The cure-all.
and acidosis, which don't believe it. Problem was that it was starting to lose its flavor and nutritional value because I don't know if you guys know this, but the second you pick an orange, it starts to lose its flavor and decompose.
Really?
The second
Off the tree.
off a tree. Well,
Oh,
where else are you
wow.
going to pick it
Well,
from? My butt?
yeah.
Come on. Yeah, the tree.
I was testing you.
I will pass
Wow.
every time. And I'm
There's
a real
nothing
one.
there's nothing like freshly squeezed orange juice.
Nothing.
Nothing
yeah.
can, I mean,
Wait
it's
until
really crap.
you hear what I gotta say, because you're not gonna want to drink that much of it.
I heard that. What? I mean, like.
Well, I'm gonna get to that. Be
Container.
patient, young one. Be
Yeah, okay.
patient. Okay. So, the nutritional value, once mass production began, was pasteurized. They had so much fruit, the demand was not keeping up with the abundant supply. So then they had a solution because the military, all the troops, they were getting scurvy and it was rotting their teeth. So the orange juice had values in it that would fight that and help their teeth. So they were feeding it to them, whatever. They didn't like it because, again, once you pick it from the tree, at that point, once it got to the soldiers, it tasted like a sour lemon.
Yeah.
Like not good. The pulp
I've had
was
enough
dried
fresh
up. It was
orange.
like
Took too long.
crystals,
Yeah.
Took too long to
crystallized.
get there.
Right, exactly. So that's pretty interesting. And then came frozen concentrated orange
Oh, remember
juice.
that?
Okay.
As a kid?
In the little
container?
cans.
Yeah.
Minute Maid made it.
Minute Maid.
And there was another one, like all the stores had their own brands and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What happened to that? They don't do that anymore.
there. After
Okay.
extraction, pasteurization, and ridding of the pulp, all the nutritional value part of the orange was pretty much gone. The juice was evaporated under vacuum and heat until remaining liquid was about 65% sugar. 65% sugar.
Yeah.
That's not the only problem. We're getting to it.
Acid.
Yes, not even that, but they would add to bring the color back and the flavor, these little things they called sugar packs, okay, flavor packs and sugar packs. And it would restore the taste and give the brands, their own unique taste and whatever. But the people loved it. The population loved it. And orange juice dominated the market for over 30 years. 30 years. That's a long time. They made a lot of money, and they're still making a lot of money because people, not as much today, because people are more into like the holistic and eating healthy and
Right, true.
versus Western medicine now. Instead of taking medications and pills, let's do a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar instead of taking antibiotics.
Right.
And it fights just as much, unless it's like something serious, So in the 1980s, as health became more of an issue, a new product came out not from concentrate orange juice. And it was a big hit with consumers. But during this process, the OJ was frozen and stored in stainless steel septic tanks for up to a year. Then it was tasteless and would also be re-injected with flavor packs. Isn't that crazy?
Ugh.
Just sounds so unhealthy. So, sunshine in a glass, huh?
Yeah. They say it's overrated.
It really is.
Nutrition-wise, yeah.
So,
It's freshly squeezed.
it became a big part of everybody's breakfast with a boost of vitamin C to start the day, and everybody thought it was good for them. You think it's healthy? Guess again. Guess again. 1 glass of orange juice has almost 24 grams of sugar, 112 calories, and it's too much sugar for our livers to process all at once.
No.
Our bodies do
1
not
glass?
digest food or liquid that fast. So if you're guzzling a glass of OJ at breakfast or even through your meal, you should always have it with food. Don't drink orange juice alone without food. Not only going to get heartburn and a stomach ache, especially at our age. Well, I should say
Speak
my
for yourself.
age. You're a little younger by like 5 minutes. So you're better off eating an orange rather than drinking the juice, people.
Right.
I mean, really crazy.
Tropicana just came out with a cereal
Yeah.
where instead of milk, you use orange juice.
Ew.
I saw on the news yesterday. It's funny you mentioned that.
What kind of cereal?
It's just Tropicana cereal. I don't know what the cereal is. But instead of milk, orange juice.
What would you
It's
match?
out there.
What would you pair with orange?
Yeah. Maybe it's like a vanilla
Ugh, no.
cereal.
Maybe a yogurt covered
really weird.
something, like a yogurt covered
But it's
drink.
legit cereal. Yeah. It's in the
Wow.
Still loaded with sugar. So, do you know that orange juice, back in the day when we were growing up, we were sick, our moms would say, here, drink some juice. It'll help you feel better and boost your immune system. Orange juice creates more phlegm. So if you're congested or have allergies, don't drink
Right, because the
orange
vitamin
juice.
C, you would think.
Exactly. So anyway, and again, there's just too many things they added to make it tasty and the color. So it's bad for the body. And listen to this one. Your body processes a glass of soda the same exact way as a glass of orange juice. Same time, same everything. Amounts
that
of
doesn't speak well for orange
sugar.
juice.
No, it really doesn't.
So
Really,
much for
really
National
doesn't.
Orange Juice Day.
Exactly.
Why are we celebrating?
It causes a spike and crash in your blood sugar, causes weight gain, same way soda does. Orange juice increases body fat and decreases insulin sensitivity in less than 4 weeks. So if you're drinking orange juice for 4 weeks, you could legit become a diabetic.
Yeah.
If you're drinking it every single day.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I go to the diner, like 3-4 times a week,
Me too.
they give me a small glass of orange juice.
They give it to you. You have to ask for it.
No, they give it to me. They put it down on the table.
You're going to a good diner.
Well,
because the diners I go to, they're like, would you like some orange juice? And I say, sure. And then they charge me $8 for a little baby glass.
Yeah, it's expensive. No, this one gives it to you. It comes with the meal. It's like with part of the breakfast.
Wow. Can you tell me the name of that diner? Is that in Franklin Square?
Alpine.
Oh, I know Alpine. Okay.
Great food.
My mom and stepdad had a business in Franklin Square right across from the clock tower on Hempstead Turnpike. It was a bathrooms and kitchens place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
There's
I
like
used to
8
be
of them
there
in Franklin
all
Square
the
right now.
time. Well, now
There's so many of them. Banks and kitchen places.
Yeah. Well, it's not there anymore. And my husband actually owned an Italian restaurant in Franklin Square many years
Really?
ago. Yeah. Couldn't even tell you the name of it. But yeah, long time ago.
Very interesting.
So just remember, if you're going to drink your orange juice, drink it with food. If you're going to drink it at all, because it's really not that good.
I'm done with orange juice.
Ed
I'll tell you right now.
Verbinski saying hello. Mickey Delaney. Dominic said, "Don't eat no cheese, Ray."
But I'm a rat. I'm a rat.
He can eat some cheese.
No, he says the rats eat cheese.
Oh,
Let's try this fromage.
And says, "Hey, save some of the buffet for us poor folks."
No.
I made a good little spread going
Awesome.
on here
You
tonight.
put this together?
Yeah, I sure did.
Wow.
It took me like an hour and a half to
Oh.
do this. Got the salami.
Olives, grapes.
Look at this.
3 different
Come
kinds
on.
of olives for my Italian boys
Madonna.
here. Fresh peppers. We got fresh mozzarella pearls with roasted
Amazing.
peppers and
Grapes.
marinated artichokes.
All right.
Grapes.
Let's dig in. We're
Dig in,
not gonna-
guys.
Enough
Dig
with looking at
in.
this
While
stuff.
I'm
Too crazy.
talking, you guys
Enough
dig
with
in.
looking at this stuff.
So we were supposed to be joined by Christina Capoose, who is an up-and-coming
Yeah.
Long Island recording artist, but something suddenly came up and she was unable to join us. But you can check out her music on YouTube and on her Facebook page.
I heard it's really good. Her song.
Yeah, she's
18, I
got
think it is.
she's got the song No More, and the latest one is called Picture Show, which just dropped on April
Oh.
22nd.
Oh, I heard 18. That's a song of hers.
That's another one.
Yeah.
That's another
It
one.
was really
Yeah.
good. Yeah, she's good.
So hopefully she'll join us in the future, and then
Mm-hmm.
we can interview that young lady. So moving on to Ray. Who else is talking? I thought he was digging in. That spread looks so good, Michelle. Oh, thanks, Ann. We're gonna have to we have to do like a viewer appreciation week and maybe have some viewers come in. These guys don't live,
Wow.
some of these guys don't live local, they're in Washington.
Right.
And all over
Maybe
the
we can
place.
do like a little.
Yeah,
thing
like a
so we can get on the
Zoom show
They can
for
be on the-
all,
yeah.
for our favorite guests.
Yes.
Oh,
That would be awesome.
Yeah, how cool is that? That's a
would
great
be
idea.
awesome. Okay, we're getting started. That's it. No more talking, Michelle. Now we're getting to Ray.
Oh, my
All
God.
right. So Ray is the creator of this amazing film that he's working on, still working on writing, correct? It is called Sharky, The Life and Times of a Top Genovese Soldier.
How's that for a name?
Oh my God. I want to hear all about Sharky. Who is Sharky, Ray?
So Sharky, his name was Alfred Coppola.
Okay.
He raised my father. He was my father's sister's brother. So
Mhm.
my
Oh,
father's mother
okay.
died giving birth to him.
Wow.
And she was she knew she was having complications during the pregnancy. Excuse me. So she had asked her brother that if anything happened to her, she had asked her brother to take care of her son. My father's biological father, suppose a little bit of a ladies' man,
Uh-huh.
as a lot of Italian men.
Yeah, yeah.
That was Cuomo's excuse, right?
Right.
We're Italians. Hey, oh. So,
Right.
so he gave it such a bad name. I couldn't believe what he
Yeah,
said.
totally. Yeah, I remember.
But just anything demeaning to Italians, I really don't like. Right?
Me too. Same.
That's also the part of the thing with Sharky, right? This is not about glorifying the mob.
Right.
Okay, this is
Right,
about
right.
telling an ugly side of the story
Mhm.
because my father never ever spoke about his father. That's what I found so intriguing, right?
Wow, yeah.
It was just tight, like
Yeah.
he kept that Omada, Omerta as
Yeah.
that,
Omerta.
throughout his whole life, right? Of just being quiet about what he knew and what he didn't know, and until my father was on his deathbed, he never really spoke to me about, who his father really was, and we call him his father because he raised him from birth, right? He didn't know any other mother or father, right? That was
Right.
Sharky's wife, Rose, who was an amazing woman. We were
That's
able.
him, right?
That is Sharky, correct?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, and he was an amazing guy. I mean, aside from what he did as a profession, the stories that are coming out about Sharky, how he helped people, and the little girl whose father couldn't afford a bike, and how he
Aw.
went to his cousin's shop, and our cousins were Bloody Bike Shop, who had a bike shop and still have it for over 100 years in Jamaica.
Oh, really? It's
Wow.
still
I'm
there?
jumping around in the
Yeah,
story
yeah,
here,
absolutely.
but
yeah.
you know, they live directly across the street from the Trumps, right? That
Oh, yeah, Jamaica.
correct.
Jamaica
That's Sharky
States.
and his wife in
Sharky.
Jamaica States.
That's
And
Sharky lives at the
Nona-
corner.
Oh, wow. Look at that picture.
Nona Rose, we
Nona
call her.
Rose, yeah.
Nona Rose, and
That's fun.
Sharky died when I was 5 years old. So
Oh.
my memory of Sharky is really just Sharky sick in a hospital, in a stretcher, in his own living room at home, in
Wow.
Fresh Meadows. Sharky died
Oh.
poor, right? Went from rags to riches down to rags.
Oh, wow.
You know, when you got sick in that
Ooh,
lifestyle,
that's one of my favorites, right?
these were those dinner parties that
I
they had,
love
right?
it. I
There's
love it.
Bilettis are
Classic.
there.
Classic.
They're all there. There's my
That's
dad.
one of my most favorite
There's my dad there on the right. Rose.
That's Sharky on the left there.
That's
right?
Sharky there on the
Yeah.
left. Yep.
I see him.
And your dad's on the right?
My dad's on the right there,
Yes.
and
The
right on
second
the
guy,
right. Yep.
second person?
Yeah.
First person.
First.
First
okay.
one,
Yeah,
that's
yep,
his
yep.
son.
And that's
Perry.
after the accident, which I'm going to talk about, which I
Okay.
haven't
Oh,
even
right, yes.
after the accident, which I haven't even brought up anywhere
Okay,
yet.
go
So, so I'm gonna go back to the beginning,
Go
right? I don't
ahead.
want to jump around
No,
for
no,
you
no.
here.
Go ahead.
So we never really spoke about this in the family, right? My mother was the only one who really told me, you know, my mother was a gaquero, and the typical
Gaquero,
Italian
yeah, yeah.
gaquero. Oh, your father's father, you know, she'd say things, you know, but you didn't know if she was serious. You know, sometimes she would make an insinuation with a gun, you know, like trying to be funny
Right.
sometimes and things like that. And, you know, and then it was always played off that he was a bookie.
Ah.
You know, as time, you know, went on and, you know, you realize he really wasn't a bookie. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in the mob.
Right.
You know, the confirmation was when my father was on his deathbed, was the confirmation, right? I said, Dad, tell me,
The
you know,
truth.
tell me the
I
truth.
know, yeah.
And at that time, he wanted to tell the truth. And he never said, don't tell anybody or don't, you know.
And how old were you with this?
I
thing?
was in my 30s. I was probably 30.
Oh, so he was long gone
So
already.
2007. Yeah,
He
Sharky was long gone.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
I guess he felt it was time that he could tell me the story,
Yeah,
right? Anybody
wow.
that was involved was long gone. And I knew most of it, right? But I got the confirmation, right? It was coming from
yeah.
the horse's mouth,
Yeah.
Sure.
right? It was coming from, and the stories he told me were about being in clubs like that.
Mhm.
You know, the Copacabana being the only
Ah.
teenager
Oh, yeah.
in the club, 14, 15 years old, being the only teenager in the club at the time
Wow.
on the Sharkies.
Might say Goodfellas.
Yes.
The,
Oh my
And
God,
that's exactly
yes.
who my
Yeah,
father's is. You know, my father's at the Ray. You know the scene in Goodfellas
Oh, yeah, okay.
where they bring the table up in the front.
Yes.
He goes,
Right.
That was me. So when he
How
went,
cool is
so
that?
when he went there with dates later on, when he was like 17, 18, he'd go
Yeah.
there with a date. You don't have a table? You know, what are you talking about?
problem.
Hang on a
I got
second.
you
With a
one.
lamp.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To the T. He said,
Oh
Ray,
my
it was
God.
exactly
Wow, that's awesome.
like that movie, right?
Wow.
And listen, he had this privileged lifestyle,
Yeah.
but I guess as he got older and became more of a man, something happened, right? There was definitely, you know, some family members don't agree with me 100%. They was just say he was just, you know, being silent. But I lived with him, right? He never spoke about his father. He spoke about his mother, right? Aunt Rose that raised,
Yes.
but there was something there, right? And listen, Sharky was a great guy and stuff like that, but there were things that came out.
Sure.
You know, he was just like any other typical Italian male.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
you
right,
know,
of course.
had his demons.
I know. I've
and
been married to two.
had his
Did I
demons.
say that out loud?
Nah, he's a good
And,
guy. I like Chris.
Nah, he is. He's
He's
a good
great.
It is what it is, you
Italian.
know. So that's part of the movie. But so we're going to go back to the accident, right? So here's a story that hasn't really been told yet, and is one for the movie that I'm going to give to you right
so
now.
nobody else has heard this.
Outside the family, nobody.
Exclusive right here.
Yes.
With
Exclusive
Surf and
right
Confused,
now.
episode 42. Let's
I've
hear the
hinted
juice.
I've hinted on it, but you're getting the scoop right now.
Oh my God, I'm so
Okay,
excited.
and I was going to save this for the movie, but I want to give you a clip of it right now.
Okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
so when my dad was 14, they took a gun from somebody to go hunting. Right, they got a gun from somebody's house,
Okay.
and they went hunting for birds or whatever. They were going to go shooting with this gun.
Okay.
There's a couple of there's a couple of different versions to this story, right? There was a version that my father said that he fell and the gun went off. That was the same version he gave my sister. But there was other versions where my father may have, the bullet may have ricocheted, went through my father's hand and hit him in the head.
Oh, wow.
And he was brought to a hospital and he was given not a very good prognosis.
Whoa.
And this is a story I've gotten from multiple people, my father's friends that were at the hospital. Sharky was out of town. Sharky shows up like a bat out of hell, shows up to the hospital to see what's going on with his son.
Yeah.
He had a couple of his guys with him, right?
Wow.
And Sharky wants to know what's going on, with Perry. And a doctor had, was talking to the family, and he was saying a few things, it doesn't look too, he was saying things that it didn't look too good.
Right.
We're doing the best they can. And Sharky didn't like the way this guy answered him. Okay? Sharky had asked him something about who's the best in the world to handle this type of thing. And I guess the guy had no clue who Sharky was.
Mhm.
He kind of laughed. The guy's in Switzerland. And Sharky said, can you get him over? And the guy kind of laughed. Yeah, okay, like he's going to come over here. And Sharky said, do you mind? I'd like to speak to you in the office for a second. All counts of this from here on, all versions that I've heard are all the same.
Wow.
All you heard out of the office was screaming.
Uh-oh.
Okay? 5 minutes later, Sharky opens the door. He goes, the guy will be here tomorrow.
Oh,
The specialist from
wow.
The
Switzerland.
Specialist.
Was it Switzerland?
The guy, I believe, was in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
they supposedly,
Crazy.
I'm filling in blanks here. They called this guy. Sharky must have said, whatever you want. Right? Sharky was very affluent at this time. The guy came in from Switzerland.
Did, yeah.
First thing they did was they moved my father to another hospital. And the hospital didn't want to release him. So Sharky actually came with some goons in the middle of the night, and with a private ambulance transferred him by force to another hospital
Wow.
and saved my father's life.
Sounds like The
Totally,
Godfather.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
like
say,
Goodfellas and The
Sharky
Godfather.
saved my father's life with his affluence
wow.
and his take no for an answer. Don't take no for
Right,
an answer.
right.
Wow.
Saved my father's life.
Unbelievable. Wow.
That's crazy,
All right.
That's an amazing
Ray.
story.
You heard it right here on
And
Disturbed
let me give you
Reviews.
another part to that. Unconfirmed, but I've heard that the family where that gun came from was never ever seen again in Jamaica States.
Whoa.
The family?
The family
The
like-
family.
Yeah,
moved
gotcha,
out of town.
gotcha.
Goodbye,
Right, right,
adios.
Wow.
I don't know if it was forced or
I'm sure it
Or
was.
if
How
it was
old
just-
was Perry, your dad?
I was 14 at
He
the
was
time.
14
I
at the time. He was a
you
kid.
know,
14.
I have a
Wow.
picture. I'm pretty sure this is. Why? Why is my dictionary popping up? I'm pretty sure I have a picture of Perry as a young
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. Yes.
Yeah.
Right? There he is.
And
Look how
if you-
handsome he is.
And if you could see, you could tell that he has a little bit of a lazy eye.
Right.
Yes.
And
Right.
that's he was actually blind in that eye.
Wow.
Oh,
He was
Okay.
blind in that eye. He was
Fully blind?
fully blind in one eye.
Wow.
Like 30 or 40% paralyzed in one leg. So he walked with a little bit of a limp.
Oh,
And then
okay.
one arm, his left arm was paralyzed.
Wow. Here's another
Look at
picture.
that. Yeah.
I love these old pictures.
I love them.
Ray.
That's like a
I
movie
was-
star.
I'm telling you, he really does. I was having a blast going through.
Listen,
good
they dressed to the
pictures.
nine back in those days, right? Everything they
Yes,
did.
seriously.
If
that the
they-
60s?
Happening.
That is, that picture is, he was born in 39. So that picture is probably from the 50s,
50s. Yeah,
late
yeah,
50s.
Yeah. 39, actually, that incident took place 55, 54.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably like 53, 54, around
Early
that time.
50s. Yeah,
Who
wow.
is this, Ray?
That is my mom and dad.
Oh,
Oh,
God
look at that.
bless.
Okay.
That's actually my dad's second wife. That's his second wife. So he was married first time.
Okay.
So Sharky and Rose used to take Perry to the Mayo Clinic for therapy. All the way at the Mayo Clinic, right? Even
Ah,
back then,
wow.
it was considered one of the best in the world.
Right.
And he met his first wife, Nancy, who had a restaurant called White's in Minnesota. I hope maybe my stepsisters and brothers are watching. Wendy, Ann, and Freddie. Freddie is actually named after Sharky, Alfred.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
another picture that I dug up.
Little
And-
shot at the Copa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe, who knows? You know.
That's what it looks like.
Now, how did he get the name Sharky?
Yes, that's what I wanted
Yeah,
to know.
we don't know.
Really?
But he was a loan shark, so
Oh, there you go.
that could be.
Yep. No one knows that, huh? Really? No.
He was a loan shark, so
No
I'm
stories,
assuming that was. I know at one time he went under the alias Jack Sharkey, and Jack Sharkey was an actual boxer who was associated with the Genovese family.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, at one time, it showed up. You look at these old police reports, and you don't know. Sometimes, they were getting stuff wrong too. I mean, they,
Sure.
Ann Rothney says, I love old black and white photos. Me too. I have like 4 albums that belong to my parents, and I look at them all the time. It's just the history, and I have a story for every photo. Like my mom told me everything. So this is kind of cool that you have this history on your family. Your stories, I mean, I have a very interesting background. Maybe we can do another movie about my history.
Let's go.
After you're done with
Let's
yours,
go.
because mine's pretty sick. I have pictures of live beheadings in China because my grandfather was an overseas import-export jeweler of precious stones. So he was on business with my grandmother. He took her to China from Australia, which is where they were from, and out came my mother. And at that time, they used to
Nobody knows how. She just popped out.
Well, you know how it happened. The stork flies over with the little, handkerchief with the baby, and it just drops it in
Correct.
your
That doesn't
yard.
happen? Until I was 12, I thought that was.
Frankie so-so. What am I gonna do with you? You're just so-so. But yeah,
Try
so
some olives.
they used to
Yeah.
do live beheadings in the streets.
Who did?
Like,
Your mom?
no.
Wait, what'd you say?
No, when they punished bad people back then, like my grandparents took these pictures when my mom was a baby
Right.
in
Wow.
China on the street.
Oh, in China.
And I
that's
have
right.
pictures of the guy with the sword holding it up in the
No
air
way, really?
in this funky, like, warrior outfit. And there's the body laying there and the head standing up next
Actual
to it.
photographs.
Actual.
You know what those are probably worth?
Oh, I know.
Seriously.
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
don't
what the
take
crime
them
was. The
out
guy
too
probably
often.
stole like
Yeah,
some white rice.
I don't know what he did. Slept with the emperor's
My kind of
wife. Who
humor.
knows? Okay, Ray. So go on. I am so into this, and so are all of our viewers.
Was your dad involved in any way? Like, was he exposed to that life, or was he against it, or?
Is he allowed to ask questions?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Oh, all right.
He's got free reign. He's got free
I have some
reign.
doozies too. Excuse me.
My father was very disconnected from any of
Oh,
this
he
stuff.
was.
Okay.
Okay.
Very disconnected. At least that's what I was told to say. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
My father was.
We never know who's watching.
Never know who's
True.
watching. No,
The room could be
I'm afraid to
bugged.
leave.
I told you, my father never wanted to associate with any of this. He didn't believe in it. He made his money very. He was just he had a lot of ethics. He had morals, very good morals. He was a businessman. Don't cheat, don't do this, don't do that.
Wow. Okay.
But he also had that, kind of mafia code. Don't rat out your
Yeah.
friends.
Sure.
Don't.
Yeah.
And when these things were instilled to me, I didn't really know, what codes they were, but they were definitely, codes that
Right.
keeps you alive a little bit longer at
Mhm.
times.
Tom, your Uncle
Keeps you out of
Tom,
trouble.
Right.
He said,
He said, "Stop eating the cheese." What did he say?
Toda bat guppy.
You don't try to translate what he says.
Yeah, I
It's,
don't know
Tot
what
to
that means.
tot
Tot,
to tot guppy.
tot, guppy. Tot to tot. What does that mean? Tot
Is
to
that code?
tot. Is that code? Like you're in trouble? They're coming for you.
They're coming for
They're coming for me. They're coming for all of us. Like, should we
As long
hide?
as my name's not in there somewhere. I'm good.
Yeah. Dino Luzzi says, great story. Hi, Dino. We miss you.
Hey, Dino.
Dino's awesome. Dino, right here, keeping me
Dino,
awake.
Energy drink.
Oh, Michelle, look what I brought for you. Look what I brought for Michelle.
Oh,
Let's see how you look with that,
Wow.
Michelle.
Oh,
Oh my God. That's for mob night. That's
Perfect
from now
shirt.
on. That's the drink for mob night.
Nice. Nice. I'm digging my hat. I'm
Awesome.
keeping this on the whole night.
Oh, the Dino Luzzi energy drink hat.
Is that
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it says.
nice?
And it's vented.
I like it.
Fits
Good. My brain can breathe. It needs all the air it can get.
Yeah.
Joseph says my hat is sexy. Thank
Joe
you.
Bazzi.
Joe Bazzi.
Mage Katsuhai.
Nagakatsova.
Get gods.
Karen says I'm racking the hat. Thanks, Kay. All right. So,
A lot of Italians in the room.
a lot of Italians in the
Delamore.
room. I know. Piano, Luzzi,
Luzzi.
Bozzi,
Yeah,
Well, Della Cave's not Italian.
I think it is, isn't it?
I don't. Maybe a little bit. Liz Coppola. Hello. You're sexy too. Mwah.
Is she related to Bruno?
No.
No?
Different
Wow.
Related to Francis Ford.
Coppola.
Yeah, that's what I
That's my
thought.
girl.
Yeah.
She's over in Vegas. Love her. So, what does being a soldier mean exactly?
Excellent question.
Are you
I want to know
allowed
that
to
too.
answer that?
Yeah, I'm not a soldier. I mean,
Okay.
being a soldier basically means that you're made, from my understanding,
Okay.
right? Non-made guys are associates.
Okay.
Okay, made guys are soldiers. They're
Ah,
They're guys you
see,
can
we
rely
learn
on.
something
Yeah, yeah.
every show.
they are guys that you can rely on, right? Those are guys that
Yeah,
supposedly are supposed to have your back.
right.
Sharky was a stand-up guy. Sharky was indicted many times. Sharky was the right-hand man to Fat Tony Salerno,
That's not right.
who
right.
was ultimately probably ran New York at times, right? Because he was one of the most significant mob members in New York, definitely
Wow.
in different periods. He probably controlled the Genovese family at times without, you didn't always know who was the bosses, right? But
Right.
Fat Tony Salerno was the capo of the baddest crew in the Genovese family, right? The
Okay.
116th Street crew.
Oh, wow.
They were the crew of the crews. That's the crew that everybody feared, right? And the Genovese respected them. You see Fat Tony Salerno in a lot of these movies when they have to discuss it with the five families and the Irishman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Who did
yeah,
he go
yeah.
see in New York? He went to see Fat Tony Salerno
Ah,
in New York to get
okay.
the approval, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I
So-
read about that. On
So
the Sharky
Fat
page.
Tony was definitely
That wasn't Joey Catalano
Joey
playing Fat
Catalano
Tony.
is going to play Fat Tony
Woo!
in the movie.
Love Joey Cat.
Joey Katz is
He's
awesome.
my boy.
He is playing Fat Tony in the movie. So Fat Tony and Sharky were in the 116th Street together.
Mm.
So when Fat Tony moved up, Sharky also elevated
Yeah.
up the ladder. In
right.
many FBI reports, he's considered Fat Tony Salerno's top associate and multiple FBI.
Wow.
But he went under the radar. He wasn't one of these bang, 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 lie. He was a very smart guy, quiet.
Right.
Worked as a salesman in the Fulton Fish Market. They have him as.
Oh, right, right.
They have him as a partner in a funeral parlor.
Mm.
The Genovese family
now how
were
do I look?
awesm.
That's good, guys.
Like
now I
Barbara
look like I'm
Streisand.
in
You
the
look
mom?
exactly
Wow.
like Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. Jeez. I
That was
had
the
to
missing
do that. Oh my god, I got mustache stuck in my lipstick.
So let me tell you
Ew.
something. So the Genovese family was considered the Ivy League of the mobsters. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they had the most college graduates and high school guys
Oh, really?
working for them, working and in the family.
Yeah.
They were considered the smartest,
Smart.
and they were the least likely to pull triggers, right? They worked with their brains more than muscle.
Right.
Yeah.
They had the associates do the muscle work,
Right, right,
and they kind of controlled everything from the top. They
Mhm.
were very, very smart. That's why they were the biggest family
Okay.
in
Your
New York.
Uncle
Yeah.
Dominic,
Wow.
excuse me, is
He's telling me
saying
to stop talking.
he goes, Guppy is great at the sit downs. Yeah, especially when there's a nice spread in front of him. We're all gaining weight tonight.
Is this a sit down?
I guess it is. We're
I
all
like it.
Italian.
It is
That
now.
was
It
already
is
part
now.
of the sit down.
I'm partying now. I got the
This is
salsa.
so interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? I cannot wait to see how this turns out. I am so excited for this. I might be more excited than you are.
You are? You think?
I think so.
So we got a great writer. We
Who's
had
helping you write?
Joe Larson
Okay, go,
is
Joe.
writing the script right now. We had
Go, Joe.
Joe Larson, baby. So we had somebody writing the script, and it wasn't going in the direction that we
I
wanted.
get it.
They were also very busy, so we decided to, go in a little bit different direction. Got Joe Larson helping us,
Great guy.
and he'll get some input from Donna and Ronaldo.
Donna Blues.
Oh, right.
Donna Martouche.
Oh, Donna Martouche.
Donna Martouche.
Donna Martouche. Okay.
And Ronaldo, as soon as he's feeling a little bit better, he's been under the weather. I hope you feel better soon, brother Ronaldo.
I feel
Talking
better.
to him today, to a quick recovery, brother. And he's going to be, again, he's supposed to play Sharky in the movie.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to play Sharky in the
Yeah.
movie. And,
Nice.
we had a few weeks back, we had a little bit of a sit down. We were writing, and two people at the table happened to be psychic.
Ah.
And Sharky and Rose came in full force.
Wow.
Well, I remember when you called in when we had Chris George here with us, and
Oh,
you know
correct.
he's here every
Right.
third
They called
week of
in
the
that
month
day.
now.
And
Yes.
You called in.
the same exact thing that he said was said at that. So I've had
Confirmation.
three site and Sharky, and you know what he told me?
What?
You know what he said to us?
What?
He said, "Don't call me Sharky, call me Alfred." He doesn't want
Really?
the family calling him
Oh,
Sharky.
wow. Wow.
He wants the family
I get
calling him
that.
Alfred.
Yeah,
I
sure.
understand
And
that.
Yeah.
he actually helped us in some directions that we wanted to go take in the movie. He actually directly answered
It has
questions.
Wow.
input.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
And things were said that nobody could have known.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should put that at the end of the credits of the film, like thank you to Grandpa Sharky for putting in your 2 cents.
And it's still we're still hoping to rely on that.
You okay?
through
Sorry,
some
Okay.
sources.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
God
And
bless.
I plan on taking Chris George's
Chris
is it?
George,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great. I'm friends with him on Facebook
Do you know
now.
how many people are getting private readings from him, like
And
on
everyone
a
has
daily
raving
basis now?
reviews.
We have viewers that talk to him every day now.
Really?
They're paying
Oh,
him.
really? Really?
Every day
Wow.
they're paying him because he's so on
Yeah, he's
point.
really
He picked up some things right over the phone, right? He didn't.
good.
Yeah.
And he said, some things that were right on point. And I do plan on, who knows, maybe we'll have him sit down with some of the writers or something.
Yeah.
Why
imagine.
not?
That would be great. That would be great.
We could do it live on air if you want. Ooh.
Oh,
there's
man,
there's
that's-
something.
More
Yeah, yeah.
promoting.
There's something. That is
Yeah,
definitely
why
something
not?
that,
Why not?
yeah.
That was incredible the night you called in. when
It-
we
it
had
was great,
Chris
yeah.
here.
He picked up on that
Yeah.
smoke that everybody keeps picking up. Sharky was a
Right.
heavy,
You know, that night
heavy
he
cigar
said,
smoker.
that night he
Always a
said there
cigar
was
in
a
his mouth.
Mario here, and I don't know a Mario. Do you have a Mario in your film? I'm
Yes.
sure you do.
Yes, my
Maybe
nephew.
it was your Mario.
My nephew.
Okay, maybe that's because he came in at the same time.
And Mario is actually Mario Perry.
Oh wow! Oh my God!
Hmm.
You just blew my. I
Mario
just got the
Perry.
chills. I don't know. Chris said Mario's like around a lot, and hanging out. He
It's
likes
not
to
remember
hang
seeing
around.
Mario. That
Yeah, he
thing,
said Mario. Yeah.
But Mario's passed.
That's
Yeah,
what he's
yeah.
saying.
Oh,
I
so
don't
that's a different. No,
know.
my
okay.
nephew is not. My nephew is very
Oh,
old.
okay, good.
So I
Glad
don't
to
know who
hear
this.
that. I don't know. There's a
Mm.
Mario somewhere, and he's in my house floating around. I don't know.
Maybe he's using before you.
I'm sure he was because
Yeah.
I'm only like 25, so
Really?
yeah,
Oh, but you're like
I'm going to be 26
19, I think,
next
knocking on 20.
January.
Oh, okay.
I know for a
Me
fact
too.
that people died in my house.
Oh yeah. Oh come
Really?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Word,
but
yeah.
most houses, when your house is old
Yeah.
enough, most people,
Yeah.
Plus, it's the law for the real estate agent to tell you when someone passed away in the house now.
Well, the woman
Yeah,
that owned the
so-
house told me. She told me.
She told you, yeah.
She told me she went out for dinner, came home, made love to her husband. The story she told me. The next morning, he was dead.
Oh.
We went out for dinner, had a few drinks.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, right there. Right, she pointed to the spot. Every time I walk by that spot in my house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you don't
My
wanna know.
mother passed in this house. My mom passed in this house, in this room.
In this room.
In this room, right?
And Chris
there.
George
And Chris George picked up
picked
on
up her
it.
name and everything.
Name, everything.
Yeah, it was.
Wow, I'm getting
Everything.
goosebumps.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was insane.
I'm getting
right?
That was
goosebumps
a
right
great-
now. What was your
that
mom's
a great
name?
thing.
Jeanette.
Yeah.
Jeanette.
I had
Yeah.
nothing to do with it. Jim.
No. It was actually a very peaceful moment when
Yeah.
it happened, I have to say.
My mom's
Beautiful and
passing was
peaceful.
very peaceful too. We were all surrounded by friends and family in the hospital,
Yeah.
and we were playing her favorite music.
Aw.
Holding her
They say
hand.
to do that, yes.
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. It
My
makes it
father, would you believe my
easier.
father, my mother and father passed both the same way? You know, with long hospital stays and
Oh,
and things.
Yeah,
And my
sure.
father, who I had the very very good relationship with, he actually waited for me to leave the room to pass.
Oh,
I went to the room
wow.
to the bathroom for a minute. I come back, he was gone.
Oh, really?
see, my mother
Wow.
waited for me to get here. So I was with her. I always said to her, I'm going to be with you. I'm not going to leave you alone. And she was having like complications, breathing trouble. Her oxygen wasn't working that morning. And she literally was sitting up, bright eyed and bushy tailed in her hospital bed that was right there with a big smile on her face when I walked in. Meanwhile, she couldn't really speak anymore at that point. But then she just put her head down and she turned her head, smiled. And as she was smiling, looking at me, she passed.
For sure. Wow.
It was the most beautiful moment of
That
my life.
that's yeah.
It was intense.
I mean, if you
Intense.
can find beauty in death, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can
Gotta
find
look
beauty
for it,
in
I
it.
guess.
Like that was
Yeah.
a moment. That was a moment.
Yep.
You know, it was really wow, incredible. Wow. So oh my God, I just lost my total. Oh,
Take
do
your
you
time.
have a start date for filming? Like, do you have a roundabout like spring of next year or the next year or
Yeah. Target.
any target dates?
Well, we're gonna try to stick within this decade.
That doesn't
All right.
help me,
That narrows
Ray.
it down to 8 years.
I'm hoping to be filming a trailer by the end of the summer.
Oh, well, that's soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully, I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
if we have to push it back, there's nobody.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
Oh,
No one to
how about
answer
casting?
to.
You'll cast for the meeting.
we are not all cast because
Oh,
we do have some people that we are definitely going to be using. We have some
Italian
roles
chick
picked out.
right here.
Italian chick right here. But again, right? So we're starting the script from the beginning. So
Yeah.
just some things that we needed to change. We decided to change up the direction we're going with the story a
Okay.
little bit as well. I'm trying to do something a little bit more serious, and I don't want to glorify the mob at all. I mean, you obviously have
Yeah.
to.
I get it.
Mob is interesting, right? Everybody loves a good mob story. You have to put in
Sure.
some of that element to make the movie interesting and
Right.
appeasing, and
Exactly.
especially in the trailer, right? You got to have the bang bang,
Right, right.
You right? You got to have the hook.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some of that because that's who Sharky was.
Right.
But we're not trying to glorify the mob at all, right?
Right.
My whole perspective of this is, I thought it was very weird the way my father never really spoke about his father, and again, I think I was telling you before the show that I was doing research online and I had found that book,
Yes.
right, about Sharky.
Yeah, check this out. There's actually a book already.
There's a book,
Right.
11-page book, right, where that picture you showed before is actually a mugshot of Sharky.
Wait,
Um,
let me get to
oh,
the
that was a mugshot?
pictures.
That was a mugshot of
Yeah,
Sharky,
yeah, yeah.
actually, that the guy must have got from an FBI report.
Oh, this one.
Right, that's actually
Yeah, that's what you see when you Google them,
correct.
for the most part. Yeah.
Wow.
The Life and Time. Is that the cover of the book?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the name that we just came up. So that's
Oh,
our
okay.
Facebook. That's our Facebook page. Sharky, the life and times of
Yeah.
a Genevieve soldier. That's our
Right.
Facebook page.
Hi, Allie.
Ray, again, you said you were 5 years old when he passed away.
I was 5
Do you
years
have
old.
memory of him or no?
Yes,
You
yes.
do? Okay.
But
Even if,
he was in a hot. He was confined to. He had been suffering from cancer, for a few years.
Oh.
and that's the thing with the mob, right? Once you stop producing,
yeah.
everything gets taken away from you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All your
Yes.
earnings disappear.
Wow.
He went from
Yeah.
top of the world to dying in Fresh Meadows
Even-
and a hospital bed in his house with my
Right.
father having to pay for the burial.
Wow.
Right.
He was
Broke.
high ranking as
Wow.
he was.
Broke. I don't know if he gambled it away. I don't know.
That's amazing.
But
Wow.
He
When-
spent it on all those Saturday night dates he went on.
Who knows? Was it was it Saturday night? Was wife night or girl night? Which one was it?
Saturday night,
Yeah.
I
don't
believe,
know.
was
I'm
was
maybe
date
you
night.
know.
Friday night was wife night.
Saturday was
night
date night?
date night.
Come on.
I'm trying to think of Goodfellas, like what they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
I don't remember.
So,
That's the
do you
template.
have a look? Are you going to film in Queens, where he
Oh,
was
right.
from, or
Of
what
course, we're going to film
location?
on Long Island. We're going to
Okay.
film some scenes on Long Island.
Okay.
We are scouting out some locations. I have an amazing cinematographer on board, a gentleman by the name of David Rodriguez.
I know that name.
Yeah, he's been working recently on Bloody Nuns with
Oh,
with
Jenny.
with Jenny.
Jenny Feldy.
Feldy.
Um,
Yeah,
and
got it.
I realized that I had seen some posts and realized that they knew each other, and we actually had a barbecue at my house a couple of weeks ago, and we were all there.
I
And
love Jenny.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jenny's
That was
awesome.
my invite, right? My God.
Soon, very soon, as soon as the pool
Still
gets
waiting.
opened up.
I
I got
have
the
a pool,
pizza oven in
too.
the backyard.
Yeah, I see. We got 10 minutes. It's all right. We got some time. Wow. So you have a pizza oven in your backyard, the
Small
pool.
portable pizza oven, but
They're
it'll work.
really
Oh,
cool.
that's-
they're
love
good.
that.
This
I've
one,
seen
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
15. I can cook a pie in 90 seconds
Get out.
Really?
at 900 degrees.
No way.
90 seconds, I cook a whole pie.
We gotta get his
We're gonna get
address.
there.
You gotta
Show
get one for
up.
the yard.
I'll
like
bring
a
all
pizza.
the ingredients. You just make it.
Yeah.
I actually spoke to Andrew Washington today. I wanted
Love
to.
Andrew. He said
I want
hello
him to fix
before.
my pond. My pond hasn't been working. I talked to Andrew because I know he's got that lawn business.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
So
right.
he's
Yeah,
going to
He's
help
really
me fix
good.
my pond.
Nice.
And then the pool's going to be open this week. I got the jacuzzi there.
Ooh, I
Oh,
got a
Pizza
hot
oven
tub
is
too.
ready.
I got all that.
So let's party here.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
We're
I am
gonna have-
having a
let's do it.
gathering with
and
the
the official drink of Sharky's called a Sharkito.
Yeah, Sharkito.
A
Oh,
Sharkito
I
is
like it.
simply Dino and
And
Tito's
Tito.
vodka.
Dino
The
and
perfect
Tito.
Italian American drink.
Yeah.
Love
Sharkito. Sharkitos all
That's
around.
Love
Pour me
it.
one, I'm dying for it.
I love
Yes.
Christine.
I
Nice
brought
to
the
see
stuff here for
you.
Sharkitos.
Oh, did you really?
I brought the Tito.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
sorry.
You hold it back?
It's not. I
I
brought
already
vodka.
made
I
your
know, I
drink.
know. I
I'm
like it.
sorry.
I needed that, actually.
He likes his water and his island.
My water,
His water and island.
ice cubes of water. Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Just saying.
Anywho, what else? All right. So remember, I was telling you before the show we had a lot in common. Now Ray is born February 22nd. I'm born January 22nd.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, month apart. Same year. You're 25 too, right? You're
Correct.
gonna be 26 next year. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Just say yes.
So this year my birthday was 2/22/22.
And mine was 122,
Oh,
22.
wow.
I know. How cool is that?
That is awesome.
22?
Yeah.
You were born in 1922?
No,
Oh, this
122.
year.
Oh my God. I say it every show. This man should have been a
I don't know
blonde.
what she put in here.
Confused, disturbed,
There you
confused,
go.
disturbed, confused.
She was
See,
born in
that's
like
why-
94 or something. If
That's
she's 24.
it. That's it. Oh my
96.
God, I love these guys. I love these guys. We have a couple of more minutes, but so this is what we have in common. Mets fans,
Boo.
Islanders fans,
Yay.
correct? Boating.
Boating,
What's this?
fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing. I've been fishing since I was 4 years
Really? Yeah.
old. I have trophies from tournaments
Are you
I won when
serious?
I was like 8. Yes.
Listen, I was going to invite you
Wow.
fishing on my boat, but I
Let's
don't want to be.
go.
I don't want to be
You'll be
looking like a
embarrassed.
bride. I don't
You'll
want to
be
be embarrassed.
My husband hates taking me fishing because I always out fish.
Oh my god!
I bait the hook. I'll do anything but gut the fish. That I can't like stick the knife in it.
Mm.
But if it's already dead, then I could do it. Yeah, then I could do it.
Okay.
Oh, how brave.
I could. Well,
I know, it's all
I
right.
feel bad.
What do you
They're
go
like
fishing for?
looking
What
at
do
me. Striped bass, fluke, blackfish, sea bass, striped bass. Oh, I said striped bass.
They're catching striped bass right now. Striped bass are
yes,
running right now.
Yeah. See, I'm not lucky like you. I don't have a boat. I used to have a boat.
We'll go out anytime you want.
I would love to. I would
Anytime
love
you want. The
to,
boat's
love
in
to, love
Brooklyn.
to.
That's where I bought it. So that, you know,
Pick up bait.
What's that
it's in Gateway Marina, which is exit 11, which is Dead Horse Bay.
Where
Flatbush
is
me?
Avenue exit?
It's
Flatbush
Flatbush
Avenue?
Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead Horse Bay, it's called. They used to dump all the dead horses.
Oh yeah.
Remember, they had all those horse tracks
Right.
over there and
That's
those
crazy.
stables.
Yep.
And used to dump all the dead
Oh, okay.
horses in that
Yeah.
bay over there.
I told you we had a lot in common.
Look at
Dead
that.
Horse Bay.
All right, so real quick, I'm going to do my announcements because then we have to hit the
Oh,
road.
I haven't even started with Ray yet.
I know.
Okay,
You know what? We're going to
I
have
know,
to
I know.
have Ray come
There's a lot to
back
talk
for a
about.
part
Whenever you
two.
want.
Yeah, next month we'll have you.
Whenever
come
you
back.
want.
So we have the open jam tomorrow night, and I have a big announcement about that. Open
That's
jam
right.
tomorrow night at Paradise Studios in Massapequa. Disturbed and Confused, Frank and I have decided to sponsor a singing contest. So every month for 4 weeks, whoever's got any talent, come on down, show us what you got, do some singing with the band. You got to be able to sing with a band. They have iPads with music. You can bring your own for the lyrics and everything. And at the end of every month on Disturbed and Confused, we will announce a winner that will get $50 from us, well, from me or us, whatever we choose to do.
Why not?
You'll get a guest appearance spot on the show.
How about that?
With that.
Woo!
So you get to come on the show and you can perform live on the show if you choose. So that's just a part of it. So tomorrow night, doors open at 7 p.m. Come on down to Paradise Studios. Then we have the NAX event, May 21st.
I'll be
We
there.
both got tables.
I'll have
My
Sharpie
table's
Pebble.
full already.
Did you see
I
what
can't believe
Dominic
it.
Piano wrote? That his wife's birthday was January 22nd.
Oh my God, God bless.
Oh, your birthday.
Aw, see?
Look at that.
We're all
Much love, Uncle Dominic.
connected.
Much love, brother.
Love you, Uncle
I feel
Dominic.
left out.
Sorry, Frank.
Mine's the 11th. It's half of 22.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. All right.
We'll find a
And-
And my mother's birthday was July 22nd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow,
Crazy, 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 crazy. So anyway, you want to come down to the NAX wrestling event that's going on in New Jersey on May 21st. You can contact Sal Ranella, James Dijon Bonavia, or me for ticket information. And next week we have Jackie the Joke Man coming back for part 2,
Yes.
baby. Tomorrow.
I love Jackie the Joke Man.
Oh.
I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
him from the
Great.
Howard Stern
Yeah,
days.
He's great.
Awesome.
He's
Love him.
incredible, an incredible man. Sponsors, Harmony Bar, Newbridge Road in Levittown. Go watch the game, enjoy a cocktail, but
Drink responsibly.
that's right. Drink responsibly.
Stay away from the Sharkitos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Michael J. Asset Associates, private personal injury attorneys located in New York, New Jersey, and Long Island. If you or a loved one unfortunately gets hurt or whatever happens, medical malpractice, you can call them at 212-244-6555. We have Keys Cutlery, Key Fits, located in Retro Relics in Lake Grove. Check out the amazing weaponry he carries. You can reach him at 631-379-1781. And then his lovely wife, Teresa Fitzpatrick, Keys Love Jewelry at keyslovejewelry.com, also located in Retro Relics in Lake Grove. Beautiful jewelry line, hypoallergenic, nickel-free. You can call her at 631-379-2565. And those are our
Some very good people. Key and his wife
Sponsors.
are
Oh,
amazing.
They're great.
I love those people.
Very good people.
Love them. Look, they're still eating. They love my food.
Oh my God, Michelle, you're an amazing cook.
Not that I cooked it. All right, everybody. Peace out. It was great
We're
to
gonna
be
keep
with
eating,
you.
everybody.
Yes, we're
We're
gonna
gonna
keep
start with the
eating. Now
Sharkitos.
I might finally get to eat a little something myself. And we'll see you all next week with Jackie the Joke Man. Thank you,
Michelle
Ray,
with
for
a new hat.
joining us.
You look amazing.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next
Dino.
week.
I love you, Dino.
Later.